This is a public service announcement. Why men have tapped out. Why most MGTOW and red pill men are broke and have no ambition. Yeah, I said that. I'm bringing that to you because just like y'all came for me the other day when I was trying to drop some knowledge to help you change your life, to make your life better, you wanted to argue with me because MGTOW and Red Pill has become a cult. Y'all are like zombies. Oh, Red Pill, throwing up red and MGTOW gang signs in zombie speak. I'm kind of sick and tired of the comments of, hey, MGTOW saved my life. MGTOW is a whack philosophy. It is a philosophy, it is a mindset that doesn't do you well. Because most of y'all broke talking about being gold digged. Well, she trying to gold dig me. I don't have any net worth. I got a negative net worth. I don't have no money. I have no products, no services, no business, no bank account, no money. I don't have none of that. But I'm thinking she gonna try to gold dig me. And I think one of the worst things to happen was the indoctrination of these young men who've not gone through anything. MGTOW, red pill, most of y'all are broke. Most of y'all don't have no ambition. And you come and you do these circle fireside chats on YouTube and other places talking about how bad women are. And for those of us who still deal with women, for those of us who never left the game of dating and romancing and having sex, because many of you, you ain't had sex in years. You'd rather have sex with a doll than to be with a woman. Because you so scared, you may get an STD, she may get pregnant. Oh, heaven forbid. I ain't putting my penis in that. She's been on the cock carousel. You know, the average woman has less than 26 partners. The average woman who's been married is going to have a very low number count. This is something I know because I deal with women and I talk to women and I was like, hey, you were married 20 years, so you really haven't had a lot of penis up in your coochie. No, not really. There's only been 12. There's only been 15. You guys are not living life. You think every woman is some cum-lapping slut when really there are even sluts are not having that much sex. The number of the sexual activity has declined for this new group, these new generations. They're not having sex as previous generations. Like the Woodstock generation of the 60s, they were wilding out. They were having sex, they were having threesomes, they were doing LSD, they were sniffing cocaine off of nipples. They were some wild people. But a lot of you guys are so scared that like I said, if you're 50 some years old and you've been through a rough divorce and you had your kids snatched away from you, I understand how you feel. But if you 18 years old and never went through anything and throwing up MGTOW gang signs like, hey, yo, it makes no sense. You have not lived long enough to go through anything. You haven't. And there is a strange connection between men not working and MGTOW and red pill. I've seen the comments. You cannot deny this. Why should I go to work to be used up by some woman? There's a straight line between MGTOW and apathy. The reason I use the thumbnail of two dudes playing video games, a lot of these dudes who are not working, they just playing around. And the thing that is killing them is they don't understand. Because I was reading an article about talking about your decline. Mentally, physically, you decline at a certain point in life. And many of these MGTOW red pill dudes are wasting time. Wasting like a lot of time wasting so much time that you're never going to be able to get back. It's gone. It is gone. And I've been looking at these comments for years. Why should I work hard for the government and women to take it? I'm going to tell you why you should work hard. For the man you see in the mirror every morning. I got 2 luxury vehicles in the garage. I live in a 5,000 square foot house. That's for me. There ain't no woman around here sucking off my titties. That's for me. That's for my personal self-esteem. That's for me. Accomplishment does the soul good to know that I wrote a book. I built a business. That's for you. You gonna need money when you get 60, 70, 80 years old. You gonna need money. You. This whole notion of I'm not going to work hard, I'm not going to build anything because I can have it potentially taken from me by some woman or the government. So I ain't going to take my little ball. I'm going to take my little ball. I'm going to go home. I ain't going to play like a little punk. Like a little punk. That's what we used to call the kids who used to do that. I'm going to take my ball and go home. I ain't playing this game. And a lot of you have misinformation. Like the other day, I talked about how socially people are changing. Like girls are changing. This new group of girls who are teenagers now, they're very different than the previous generations. Like I said, I don't know how many times I have these girls hold the door open for me. They understand equality. They understand it. And you know, the 50% divorce rate is a lie. If, like, most of the people in my neighborhood are married, been married for a long time, no divorces on the horizon, but they are rich, they don't have financial problems, do the divorce statistics on people with money. Don't happen. Hey, baby, you know, I just posted a video on my Facebook page saying that, you know, if all these people keep saying money doesn't matter, I was watching this video of this couple that put a rock climbing wall in their house. And I'm like, this looks like money. It smells like money. They have 4 kids. Live in Charleston, South Carolina. I Googled dude. Dude's a dermatologist. I knew it. I was like, and the thing is, they radiated happiness because they had some money. I'm not saying that money's going to buy you happiness. Actually, I have said that. But money makes life easier, whether you're married or you are a couple. And once again, like I said, you know, I have been fighting with red pill and MGTOW men for years. I've been like, go out and start a business. And when I did my disruptive channel, I said, hey, if you want a girlfriend, if you want to get married, I'll help you. Because that's what makes society function. You numb nuts. That's why a lot of you are messed up because your mom and dad wasn't married. A lot of you are here because your mom needed $50 for the light bill. And she did something strange for a little change. That's why your ass is here. You were not wanted. And maybe that's one of the reasons that you are not feeling so good. Maybe that's one of the reasons you hate women, because you were not wanted. Your mom needed the electric bill paid. Your mom needed to go get a hit or crack. And that's how you ended up, because she got pregnant doing something strange for a little change. Sad, sad truth. I know y'all don't want to hear that because essentially it's hard to hear that you were a product of a desire. You were a product of your mama was horny. Your mama needed some money. And she got with a man to get a little money, and that's how you came out, little Johnny. Sad but true. Let's see. G3 balling. I'm just telling the truth. Erica Williams, 1 in 3 men, 19 to 34, live at home with their parents, but women are gold diggers. Most of these dudes don't have no gold to dig. Most of these chicks are so cooperative that you could get a 10 for a Happy Meal. You know, this so-called great economy, there's a lot of people out there catching hell. A lot of people don't have enough money to pay their bills. I listen to Dave Ramsey every day. What's up, Black Caesar? Siobhan Riggins, a woman moderator? They ain't new. You knew. You new to the channel. Once again, like I told those folks the other day, check my resume before you make one of those comments. Because you knew. I've been doing this 10 years. You new to the channel. Julian Brown, I do agree with some of the things you're saying, but it's not going to change these men are doing. Oh no, a lot of them are lost. They lost causes. Resurrection of Kenneth. I've never been with MGTOW. When I did my channel Disruptive Male, I made it clear that if you were a MGTOW or Red Pill, you weren't going to like the content. I'm a solution-driven person. Got a problem? Find a solution. Whining, crying, bitching, having 8-hour hangouts does not solve problems. I had a problem. I'm like, man, I really want me some companionship, but I'm busy running this storage auction business. How am I going to do it? So I took my Craigslist marketing program, which was designed to get money, tweaked it a little bit, and I started getting women with it. Problem, solution. No whining. DLC, too much fear and simping energy out here? Absolutely, man. Siobhan Riggins, I looked in the old video and want to create my... Do it. Get started. First thing you should do is go to Google and research everything you can about food carts. Find out what you need to get your permit in your town and get busy. What's up, Julian? Simone, MGTOW gang. I mean, MGTOW is a cult. Red Pill is a cult. I mean, I can't even watch these videos. 89 Dr. Funk, man, if I was a single man now, I would be wild as a single dude. Man, I'm telling you, it's great out here. You're not talking to men? Oh, no. See, whenever, oh, no. They come. They will come. The last time I did a video talking about men not working and how to change that, they started coming to the channel. So they will be in here. Black Caesar, there are many guys who are playing and smoking weeds. My thing is, where the hell are you getting the money for the weed? They sell weed. See, one of the things with these type of dudes is they seek comfort. And what happens is, as long as they're young and healthy, they're good. But the minute something happens, they have a health crisis or something happens, then they be trying to live with a woman. They be trying to live up under a woman. What's up, good fella Neil? Erica Wills, we need this to go viral. And they playing video games, man. I got a video of, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it should be saved. I got a video of going to Best Buy and they were releasing a video game. There was a bunch of kids, but there were a bunch of men, grown men, waiting in line for the release of this video game. And it had me cracking up. I was sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. Because I think it's a few years ago. Because, oh. Hold on. All right. Let me put. There it is. I was just totally shocked at how many grown men were in line. I didn't see any grown women. Maybe a few moms there for their kids. But this all dudes. This whole line waiting for this new release of this video game. And I'm just sitting there like, like if you're doing what you need to do as a man, you got your business and you want to relax and play a video game, that's cool. Now, it was like half kids and half adult men. And that's why, first of all, a lot of dudes need to grow up. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. I'm still learning. Most red pill and MGTOW don't understand life. No, they don't. And see the indoctrination of these young men who've never gone through anything. What's up, good fellow? And one, it's weak if dudes are making these ideals of red pill and MGTOW to make excuses to slack off and be losers. That's lame. Edward Anderson, most people lack nuance and is taken from their personal experience. Trav, if you MGTOW, it's impossible to be broke. No women means you have time, money, and resources. It's just a bunch of lazy underachievers that are scared to move and shake. How do I know? I was one. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. That's deep. Their experience is not the experience. Divorce rate less than 25% for college educated, less than 9% if married first time at 28 to 38 years old. Raj, the rich divorce, but they get right back into another marriage. Not these rich folks. I'm telling you, they ain't getting no divorces around here. They staying together. Marriage is a bill. That's it. Marriage is more than that. Good Lord. Let's see. Good Lord. The comments are rolling today. 89 Dr. Funk, I heard this saying that money's not important, but it's wrapped in with oxygen. There's a spectrum from self to a completely quitting. A lot of these dudes have tapped out. They're like, I ain't going to do anything. Birth of cool. Why would a man get married? Why does a man get out of marriage? Any man looking for marriage in 2019 is a simp. Number one, if a man's going to have children that come from the product of a happily stable marriage, which most of these MGTOW dudes don't, which is part of the problem, grow up to be fucked up. So if you're going to have children, one of the reasons you should be married. This is why I don't, I was like, until I got tricked, I didn't have no more kids. First time I had kids, I was married. So that's one reason. Number two, if you want to be in a happy, committed, loving relationship, because like I said, I still deal with women. There are a lot of nice chicks out there. Until I went ahead and abandoned my dating principles is when I ran into some gold diggers and stuff like that. And that's on me. But once I stick to my program, I'm good. Antonio Valentine, you have not lived life. I'm 53 years old. I got more experience in my little pinky than you got in your whole body. I'm not spreading misinformation. Your ass is scared. You don't have no money. You ain't built nothing. You have not accomplished anything. And you worried that some chick gonna stick your broke ass. Black Caesar. Most children were born out of wedlock and by mistake because their mama was weak in pussy. Thanks for the $5 super chat, good fella Nell. Donating just for the hell of it. Uncle G motivated me to get my first $23,000 in revenue this month doing e-commerce. Keep doing your thing. Awesome. Congratulations. Will Melvin. MGTOW is a communion of trick babies. Trav, you're not lying, Uncle G. My mom called me a mistake when I was 16. Relationship hasn't been the same. Yeah, the truth has a way of changing relationships. Marriage is not for the average man, but works well for wealthy men. It could be for the average man if the average man had the right information on how to program his woman. Bertha Cool. Women benefit from marriage, not men. Children. You need to educate yourself. Men who get married live longer. If they ain't a benefit for your ass, I don't know what is. Siobhan Riggins, we ain't gonna do this. This channel's for men. You know, if you're a woman here and you like it, cool. If you feel unwelcome by anything I said, hit dogs will holler. Alpha Truck, only broke boys have time for 8-hour hangouts. I'm telling you. Oh, we got these marriage is pointless for men. One of the reasons I can tell that you came from, your mama was probably a trick or a hoe. She was some pussy, and that's why you don't respect marriage, because you didn't grow up in a marriage. Now, even though I grew up and my mom she was one of those women out there. She had 3 kids by 3 different men. I grew up in a neighborhood full of marriages. I got to see how my friends grew up who had married parents. I got to see, because I can go to my old Facebook page and all these folks, you know, a lot of my friends who got married, they still on their first marriage. The friends who came from these products of these marital backgrounds of strong, stable families, when they got married, they still married. I can go in there and see this all day long. Alpha Trucker, men of value don't have these problems? Absolutely. I talked to my ex last night. Most of the convo was about how hard she's working. I reduced my stuff to a small house and my helicopter. I don't want much else. I mean, let's be real, folks. You would say you red pill for just not dating single mothers. Folks would say you red pill for just not dating interracially. So it's based on perspective. It's based on some whack perspectives. Hyphy G123. If you want to lose everything, marry a modern feminist. If you've been watching this channel and been listening, there are ways that you can get married and not lose a damn thing. Educate yourself. Stop being a scared little bitch. Because that's what you sound like. You sound like a scared little bitch. Oh, I get married, I'm going to lose everything. Motherfucker, you don't have shit. I can tell by the way you talk. You don't have shit. Because this is something that happens to men who get money. When you get to a certain level of abundance, if you are a normal, well-adjusted adult, there's an urge to share. That's how I can tell your ass don't have shit. What up, Agent J Poole? And one of the phrase red pill is not specifically dealing with women. But these guys have got a whack mindset. Shot cosine health crisis. Call of Duty. Hyphy, you are a lost little puppy. Once again, if you have seeking truth and information and not trying to run away and be scared like a little bitch, this, I ain't gonna play. I ain't gonna play. I'm not gonna study and better myself and make myself a man of value so I don't have these problems. I'm just gonna run away and like a little dog with my tail tucked between my legs. Then join the military at 30 to 35 years old. That right there. as someone who was in the military, I can only imagine the mind fuck it takes for you to join the military at 30, 35. I feel that the best time to join the military is right out of high school or while you young, because it's a joke. What's up, Johnny Walken? Standing in line. Women, I don't see women in standing in lines. Now, I've seen concerts and restaurants, but nothing like what I saw at that Best Buy. That line was literally wrapped around the parking lot. Joyful call the court. Once again, educate yourself. I went through it and I came out on top. I got my child support case dismissed because I educated myself. I did not run away from it. When I got served, I went to court. I spit my game. The judge didn't like it. Fuck the judge. Actually, I had to put in a judicial complaint. And this is one of the reasons that most of you motherfuckers be losing. You just take getting fucked in the ass. Oh, well, let me spread my cheeks a little bit wider. Versus standing up like a man and saying, no, sir, I'm not taking that cock up my ass. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to arm myself with knowledge. I'm not going to sit and complain and commiserate with all these other losers. I got my shit dismissed because I knew the law. And I've been trying to tell you folks how to do it. Like putting your car in your LLC name. If the cops are messing with you, when they run your tag and they see it's an LLC, they ain't going to pull you over. Arm yourself with useful information and stop whining and talking about, well, there ain't nothing I can do. Loser talk. AM1. Cohabitation is actually practical for saving money, but at a high cost. Better grind harder and have your own shit. Once again, I have said this to several. Never ever live with a woman. Have a woman live with you, which means you pay all the bills, and if her ass leaves, nothing changes. I've said this for years. Never live with a woman. Have her live with you. Have that bitch on, where she's saving her money. Like the last woman that lived with me, she had an account where she had to put in $2,000 a month. And I've adjusted that because if I ever live with another woman and I'm not married to her, we're going to have a written agreement to what's going to happen. And the account that she's going to be putting her money into, so she's going to be benefiting from living with me, is going to have both our names on it. And she's going to deposit her whole check in there, and we're going to use that money for real estate. So we're going to grow up and come up together. For all you dudes who living with chicks, y'all ain't living with these chicks because you want to live with someone. You're living with her because you need her money, which is whack when you think about it. I don't care if the video game industry is targeted at men. Avoid that shit. Black Caesar, my thing with them MGTOWs going their own way. Where the hell are they going? I don't child for liking pussy and plenty of it. Why would you want anything such as a jaw? Get the fuck out of here. A lot of these guys are socially awkward and they don't know how to communicate with women. Each sense, birth for cool. If you want to have a legacy and children and become successful, you will be married. Dude, you are so out of touch because if you were competing out here and you were dating, you would see the change that women are so cooperative. If you are a man, if you're not some boy, a punk, a simp, or a little bitch who's afraid to be a man, if you are a dominant man, these are the best times in history to be dating. What you can get is amazing if you have the knowledge. I mean, you date, like, I've had two really bad relationships out of dozens of women. Two really fucked up relationships. My marriage and the woman who got pregnant. Because once again, you don't get a chick pregnant. She chooses to become pregnant in 2019.
You might.
Uh, let's see. We just jumped. All right. Good Lord. Good Lord. The chat is moving today. Alpha Trucker, I'm Los Angeles. Women tell me that men don't want to take them out. They don't have no money, man. Eric Williams, no real hobbies, no community, no outdoor activities. Look, like you guys are telling them yourselves, you're not out here. Birth of Cool, you a coward. I'm gonna say that straight up because you ain't living life. No one's blaming men for the downfall of marriage. Antonio Valentine, explain the benefits of marriage. For a man who's going to build a legacy and produce seeds and have children, it is the best environment to raise children. That is very important. All you guys out here having kids without being married are creating bastards who are going to be just as fucked up as you are. Message. Marriage is a serious business. Anyone who says, because if you notice, and a lot of you guys want to be rich and do like the rich, it's rich people get married because it's a beneficial environment for children. It's a beneficial environment for creating wealth if you have the right knowledge. Now you just go into it and you just dumb as a brick. Okay, yeah, you could get what you get. Most men and women are living in a fantasy. I was a military guy. I stayed single. Everybody told me I wouldn't have got married in the military. Appliance boot camp. I see a lot of men want the title of boss and the prestige that comes with it, but none of them want the responsibilities or the accountabilities that come with being the boss. Responsibility. Amen. Syntax. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wouldn't have got married in the military. Sounds of Cypher. It's a bunch of scoring dudes out here. I mean, seriously. Hyphy, when she leaves, most likely be the most hardcore destruction you face as a man. If you a weak ass man, yeah. If you gonna crumble, I went through that. I went through a divorce. I ended up in the boarding house. I ended up homeless. And from the destruction rose out of ashes, rose to phoenix. If you are a man, if you mentally strong, that's just gonna make you better. But if you just crumble and fall down and whine and snivel and oh God, I hate women. Yeah, you a little bitch. Marcus Carlson, getting torn out the frame only happens when you're not a man. I agree 100%. MGTOW is an indoctrination of a false doctrine. It's a false philosophy because MGTOW is going against the grand design that was put in here. Men and women were supposed to get married, men and women were supposed to fuck, and men and women were supposed to have kids. That's the grand design. That's why when you see a little cutie with some tight breasts, your junk wiggles. That's why when she sees a masculine, dominant man, her pussy gets wet. It's part of the grand design, and you guys are tapping out like little bitches because you don't want to stress a man. I had this conversation with someone like, why start a business? I just can keep my job here and not be so stressed out. Stress adaptation. The more stress you put yourself under, the more stress you can endure. It's an elastic muscle that you can increase. I'm just like, some of these dudes, I'm still learning. Marriage is a business, but like most businesses, if you love what you do, it's great. That's a very good way to look at it. Black season marriage is nothing but a business transaction. The men to leave a legacy. The smart men learn how to protect themselves with vetting the right woman. Those who don't end up on child support complaining. Girls just want to have fun. Me too. I'm telling you, right now, this is the best time to be dating in the world. Erica Williams, when people say marriage is a bill, I know they come from a single parent home. I love my parents being married and even my stepdad who's been there every single day. Richard Victor Dixon, come on, Glenda, I fucks with you. Everyone in the chat ain't broke. Oh, really? 50% of America makes $33,000. So that's 75 million people out of 150 million people working. Most people are broke. So for me to say most people in the chat are broke or close to it ain't far off, player. I got the stats. I don't just say this stuff to say it. I've done the research. Time after time, I've shown you what average income in America is, and most motherfuckers are broke or close to it, and that's why they're not living their best life. I know this. So, I mean, how much you make? What's your net worth? Go ahead and put that in the comments. Man of tomorrow, I'm in the West. These farms can be picked up at these agricultural banks. Same in the South. Just picked up another cotton farm, and guess who's working on it? You got the white man working on your cotton farm. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all guys, as someone out there who's been able to pull stuff, and I'm going to tell you, because most of you guys aren't trying, it makes it so easy for me. I just have to show up halfway decent and I win. Show up on time, shave, look, be presentable, have a good mouth game. I'm telling you what you can get out here if you ain't scared. Because I had someone in there talking about, when I said I'm dealing with 5 women, he said, oh, you only should deal with one. What Glennon's doing is dangerous. I've been doing this shit for years. And I'm having my best life. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying life, smelling the roses as deer run all around my yard. We can't pretend most guys are gonna get some. Man, like it. If you just find you a chick and she ain't crazy and you treat her decently, she will break herself trying to serve you well. Agent J. Paul, listen to Hustle come with my female friend. She says, love what you say about the broke bitch. I don't fuck with feminists. I only fuck with submissive women, and there are many in society. If you were dating and if you wasn't all up under red pill and MGTOW's dick, you come from under that dick, you could probably see something, because what they're schooling you is not factual. What they're telling you about the divorce rate is not factual. They're living in a fantasy land. Shot, they don't live longer. Dude, there's years of data and stats to back me up on that. What are you talking about? Women select men. I don't agree with that. There's too many women. There's no. I don't agree with that because this has been socially picked up. Because how does a woman know if you're gonna live long? You know, dudes get cancer. Dudes have heart attacks. Agent J Poole, I'm just coming in here to represent for the men who ain't afraid to play. Siobhan Riggins, there ain't no women hate here. I just speak facts. If you anything you think I've said that could be misconstrued as hate, you clearly are one of the people I'm talking about. There ain't. This is one of the most hate-free women channel. I don't hate women. I've never said anything to investigate or instigate any hate toward women. Actually, I've worked against it. So I don't know what you're talking about. You may be just a little bit too fucking sensitive. If someone says something that's true and you like, hit dog will holler. And one, it's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of social fucking economics. If you grow up in the hood, more than likely you've never seen a good marriage. It goes back to money. If you want to change your personal family tree, you need to get yourself some money, get yourself a business, and get yourself with a good woman. Because, once again, this is why I refuse to live in the hood. There ain't nothing I want to see in the hood. So it ain't a matter of perspective, it's a matter of social economics. And this is why I've been preaching for 10 years. Get yourself some fucking money. Live your best life. Because hood politics and hood love and all that other shit, it's entertaining, but it isn't good. It ain't a good way to live. AKWB, if you marry the right woman, marriage is great. Absolutely. Good Phil Neal, Uncle Jill, do you hide your wealth for test women, or do you let them see without a care? Actually, I don't bring it up because you didn't see the video where I actually was transparent and I ran into gold diggers and all kinds of stuff, and I left my selection criteria to the table. Essentially, what I do is I'll meet them and feel them out. Silver Blade 5 or 6. Bitch assness breeds more bitch assness. Pretty much. Stutters to pimp. The only way I could see in marriage today would be wealth building. Once again, if you get, let me give you the blueprint. Let's say first of all, you got to get yourself together before you get married. Nobody has any marriage getting married when they fucked up. You shouldn't be getting married when you fucked up. So you got to get yourself together. That's job number one. So once you get yourself together and become a leader and a dominant man, you bring your wife in, your girl, she's been vetted. You've dated 2 to 4 years. None of this 6-month stuff, which is crazy. And then you say, look, baby, this is what we're going to do. We're going to live on my income. We're going to take your check. We're going to put it in the bank. Because during that dating phase, if you feel that she's the one, you need to be getting her ass out of debt. You're like, okay, we're going to put you on this program where you're going to take your money, because she needs to spend her money, get herself out of debt, so she goes through that experience, so she gets that muscle, that memory of what debt is, and she feels the pain so she don't do it again. So once she's out of debt, you out of debt, you get married, you live on your income, you bank her income, you buy rental properties, you invest, and you build wealth. That's a very fast way to build wealth if you want to do it that way. And that's why, if I got married, there would be no point in just to get married. Well, I can't even say that because I'm already wealthy. And once again, once you get to a certain level of abundance, there's just, if you are a normal person, there's this urge to share. If you're a normal person, if you are selfish, narcissistic, maybe not. Shot, I had the urge to share, but I got me in trouble. You didn't know how to vet that woman. All things Nate. My mom and dad, my stepdad never married, and they were together for 28 years before he passed. Apparently, they were married. You call him your stepdad. Art Arson. I've grown up in a neighborhood of marriages. My parents are 47 years deep. I served 9 years myself. I'll never do it again. I'm much happier being single and getting my feel of poontang. You know yourself, man. 89 Dr. Funk. Hey, Glenn, I'm reading Pitch Anything, the frame selection. Oh, because once you get this, you will be able to do so many things. You'll feel like you'll have like secret powers and stuff. I mean, it's awesome. Good for you. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm not playing with folks because I can tell by the comments because this channel has 10 years of videos, thousands of hours of information to help you do better in life. And if you coming at me with some whack ass comment, that means that you haven't watched all the videos and you have not checked my resume. And I ain't having it. I'm not dealing with you clowns anymore. I'm like, you act like a clown, you'll be treated like a clown, pretty much." High Gloves G123. You've been dealing with damaged women because you're a damaged person. This is one of the things you will understand. If you're damaged, guess what you're going to attract? Damaged women. And that's because, see, the more you talk, the more I can see you grew up, you're a fucked up person. And you don't realize you fucked up. So you're a fucked up person trying to have normal, good relationships. Like I said, you need to take some time out, get yourself together, get your programming together, and become a better man before you go out and dating. Because all you attracting is trash because you are trash. You have a poor mindset. You have a poor attitude. No wonder you're failing at dating. The viable alternative. There's plenty of good women out there. If you're having problems attracting the right woman, take a good look at yourself. You attract who you are. If you want to be better, if you want better, be better. Amen. Amen. Engineering life skills. Females know it's cold outside. They don't leave when your game is tight. No, they don't. Ivy Galaffy, you don't have no wealth, man. What's your net worth? Seriously, you don't have no wealth. What's up, Kingpin Films? Skip you. Gee, a man of principle and values can have any woman he wants. Eric Williams, they ain't got nothing. AKW Beats, I know I have not seen that yet. You are scared. I just told you I went to court and got my child support case dismissed. Got my passport, driver's license, and concealed carry permit. No issues. Went to court and won. Went to court like a man, came out like a man. But like I could say, most guys don't understand the court system, and most guys don't know how to get proper representation. It's like, you hear all these stories of some black person getting railroaded. And I always look and find out if they had an attorney or did they have a public defender. And 9 times out of 10, they had an overworked, underpaid public defender. So they were not able to choose the proper representation so they can be free. I had a guy who came to one of my personal intensives. He was a sheriff. He shot someone. And they went after him for murder. And he spent $15,000 on this attorney. And he got off. He bought his representation. Most folks don't know. This is why money is so important. You see these little white kids, they get in trouble when the mom and dad go out and give them a fancy lawyer and they don't get no record. Then you got Pookie, Ray Ray, they do something stupid and they got a record and they messed up for life because they don't have any money. Money matters. Money matters. AJ Poole, there's something wrong with a grown man who has time in the middle of the day to stand in line to buy a video game in the middle of the... Hey, man, that's why I videotaped, because it was blowing my mind. No, I had a situation where I was dating this girl who lied to me, who got pregnant on me, and she left the state and tried to put me on child support. I fought her and won because we had agreement, which I was able to approve, of shared custody. Jerome Carter, put your kids in a trust. You don't have to pay child support. That's new on me. Agent J. Poole, what's the point of making money if you don't spend money you enjoy? Once again, I already answered that. If you're doing what you need to do and you want to play video games after you've done the things to make money, cool. But I'm telling you, most of these dudes in line barely had enough money to get the video game because they weren't making no money. Red Pill Gladiator, you don't know how to judge me. I didn't get lucky because I was part of a domestic abuse. My ex-wife called the police on me and said that I hit her. And I told the cops my story and the cops believed me. See, to the uninitiated, this stuff looks like magic and voodoo. And that's why you use words like luck. It was a skill set. And that's why you got that Red Pill Gladiator shit, because you don't have no skill sets. That's your greatest claim. I'm Red Pill. Throwing up Red Pill gang signs. Woo, woo, woo. Red Pill. We in the clique. Because you ain't doing shit with your life. See, you can't judge me, bro, because you don't have the intellectual skill sets to assess me. I didn't get lucky. And before I went to court for that, I went to court because my court record is now 24-2. Because I had been to court. That's why I was so comfortable, because I had my first time I got sued by this bank that my wife owed some money to, and my name was on the loan. And I went to court against the collection agency, and I found on the internet that you needed to have a license to collect. And I told the judge that, and the judge like, do you have a license? They said, no, case dismissed. So ain't no fucking luck. It's called a skill set, hard work, and education. But this shit looks like luck to you, low class, low expectation losers who don't have a work ethic, who don't know how to study, who are mental midgets because you don't have no intellect, bruh. I ain't bragging. I'm stating facts. See, if you were a real man and you came across, because when I meet millionaires and people with money who've done stuff, I don't get jealous. I don't get inferior because I got my own collection of accomplishments. So I can appreciate what they bring to the table, and I ain't jelly. But you jelly, bruh. Go out and get yourself some accomplishments so you can stop being a jealous little bitch. Red Pill Gladiator. Change your fucking name, you simp. For example, I spend $4,000. You know, if you're making money and you want to spend your money on something you enjoy, that's cool. Money's to be enjoyed. Once again, why do women win in custody 90% of the time? Once again, you operating on old information. Any man in any state that goes to court can get 50-50. If he doesn't have a criminal record, he doesn't have a domestic charge. 50-50. That's the law of the land. See, you're operating on old ass information. You're regurgitating bullshit because you're not out there trying to win. So once again, you're operating on old ass information because you're not in the game. You're not playing the game. You're not participating in life. You're just repeating shit that losers told you. I found this out when I went to my situation. And if she hadn't left the state, I would have had 50-50 custody of her easier. And this is something else too. If you got a woman that's preventing you from seeing your kids and you take your custody papers with you and call the police and she's interfering with your custody, they will arrest that woman. I operate on current knowledge, not wives' tales and false ass bullshit information. You're operating on bad information, bruh. Silver Blade, family court used to be. You know, a lot of dudes, you know, because I know plenty of dudes who have custody of their kids. And they went in there without even an attorney. And you could thank the men's rights groups for pushing for that because they changed the laws. And like a friend of mine whose son didn't want to go with his dad, and the police showed at their house. He had his court papers, and the kid said he didn't want to go with the dad because if he said, I wanted to go with my dad, they would have arrested her. This happened like 6 months ago. Operate on current information, not falsehoods. Know what you're talking about. Red Pill Gladiator, you a weak ass motherfucker. The exception does not make the rule. Once again, this is why I'm doing this chat, because you guys are operating on false information, wise tales, and low expectations. I know, Skip you. Siobhan Riggins, if a woman is smart, she will live by her damn self because y'all are low-key haters, but you don't claim gay. True light, red pill shit is irrelevant in the real world, especially when someone finds someone they like. I hear a lot of these red pill and MGTOW channel owners are starting to deal with women in ways they tell you guys not to deal with women. That is funny. Middle of the day and you have time to play video games, you probably aren't doing much. It's funny how they never leave when they're living with you and they know they're a guest in your kingdom. Socially awkward men are buying dolls, dude. Like that shit I came across the other day was crazy. G. Adams, Glenn's telling the truth. I got full custody of my son and ex-wife on child support. It's in the chats. You know, a lot of you red pill men and MGTOW men and haters, I got people in the chat who are refuting exactly what you're saying, but y'all act like y'all don't see it. Like, he didn't say that. Thank you, Glenn. Donovan Sharp was here. Agent Poole, do you think 9% of guys who lay dead and don't fight for the kids? 9% of the guys don't get adequate representation. Both male cousins coming out the military got full custody of their sons in 2016. Folks out here aren't living. Once again, they're operating on old information that's been told to them by men who have been scarred, who got out the game. One of the things that you get here at the Hustler Kung Fu, your hustling godfather, is in dating, business. I'm still playing the game. I'm still in the game. I'm not giving you some stuff that doesn't work because, like I said, this is how I've been able to see what has happened to men and what's happened to millennials. The game has changed because once you play the game, you will know when the rules change, when you plan. KG, a lot of these YouTube fools don't practice what they're preaching. Absolutely. Benny, the law of the dog. I mean, that just blew my mind. Agent J. Poole, I've seen many men win. Like I said, my situation, if she hadn't left the state, I would have had, full, half custody. And that's one of the reasons she left. And she fucked herself and she fucked her child. Because she broke the agreement. She wasn't an honorable peer. And this is something else too. A lot of you do not hold women accountable. You let them do shit. You let them put hands on you. You let them do all kinds of stuff. And you don't hold them accountable. And that's why they play y'all. Silverback G got me out the hood. Congratulations, my dude. Congratulations. Because once again, you got to understand, Like MGTOW and Red Pill, you guys ain't playing the game. You ain't getting any money. You ain't building anything. You're not becoming a respectable, dominant man. I am telling you from experience what you can do out here in 2019. I mean, you don't even have to be rich. You just have to be stable. You know how many chicks out here would just give you the world if you just showed up on time? Just showed up on time. Just kept your word, was consistent. That goes a long way with a stable, sensible woman. Thank you, Douglas Jones. Quinn Jackson, you still playing the game. You giving us updates along the way. Few people have the stamina. That's one of the things I respect about you. Because I'm not giving you any recycled information. This is how I know that thing, because I went through it and I know how custody has changed. Virtually in any state, if a man puts up a decent, if a guy doesn't have 50-50 custody, it's because he didn't want it. That's the truth. And a lot of guys don't want it because 50-50 custody means that you got the kids half the time, which means you got to do lunches, you got to do school stuff, you got to help with homework. I mean, it's easier to work a job than it is to raise kids. And a lot of dudes don't want that responsibility. And that's the reality of it, because if you want it, you can get it. Killer B, my brother has child custody of his 2 kids with child support. Once again, there's another one. Aren't we, my generation of men, just basically now catching up with Japanese men who've been doing the past? No, this American thing happened because manufacturing got raised. Smitty, a lot of red pill men recommend you in your channels. Really? That would be a shock. Benny, you just need all your teeth to get an attractive girl. I have never, there ain't, I am not red pill. I am not red pill. I don't know where you got that. I've been talking against them for years. What's up, Shop Talk? Quinn Jackson, a lot of guys are acting like little girls, talking about not going to deal with women. They lazy and scared. Pretty much. Paperboard CEO, I'm absolutely serious. Once again, you guys are not living life. You're not out here participating in the game because the things you're saying are false. I know from experience, they're false. This is why I'm doing this video. Dwayne, what makes you not red pill? I don't believe in their principles. I don't believe all women are crazy. I believe if people want to get married, they should get married. That right there does that. That excuses me from being red pill because I'm like, man, I'm getting married. She gonna stop me from playing my video games. She gonna take all my money. You don't have no money, man. Barry Taft, red pill men are broken, have no ambition. You sound like a female son. You sound like one of the people I'm talking about. A hit dog with holla. Once again, from an income standpoint, I know that most of America's broke. So when I say men don't have no money, I ain't too far off base. Let me take you to the Wall Street Journal. What? See, you guys are uneducated. Because when I say dudes are broke, let me go ahead and hit y'all with some knowledge. See, this is Sorry to hurt your little weak ass feelings. Oh, he talking about me. Let's see. I wonder if I crappy. Oh, that's something else, Benny. The average man's T level is 30% lower than a male born in the 70s. That could have something to do with it. All right. Agent J. Poole, it's not about being overcome. The court is a process. The right representation will prepare you for the process to get more of what you want. Nicholas Penn Glendon, you live by yourself and have 5 women. How you not red pill? Nicholas, most red pills don't have 1 woman. Come on, man. Quinn Jackson, I'm smashing a new chick every week and I'm increasing my income. Royston Gibbs, that could be problematic. I have a criminal record. Could I still get 50-50 custody? It depends on what you did and how long ago it was. Eric Williams, that's the real truth. These dudes are like, I can't get custody, but won't pay a lawyer or really try. I mean, that's the reality. If you don't want 50-50 custody, the only reason you don't have 50-50 custody is because you don't want it. The men's right groups have worked on this for years. They've lobbied, they've changed laws, they've talked to judges. And if you are a normal, straight dude with a job and you don't have to be rich, you could be making minimum wage, you can still get 50-50 custody of your kid. Because income isn't a requirement for women, and they had to do that for men. Nicholas Penn, Glendon, if marriage is so great, why are you not married? Don't want to be at this juncture. My plan is to probably get married when I'm like 56, 57, and just pick from one from the pool. Just pluck one from the pool. I'm a different kind of dude, Nicholas Penn. Nicholas Penn, why don't you have a girlfriend? Just curious. Dwayne, yeah, that's true. Marriage is not red pill, so you're talking facts. I don't have red pill pennants. Now, see, this is all you red pill and MGTOW guys. Like, I got it wrong. But whenever I go to a red pill and MGTOW video, I see a bunch of whining. I see a bunch of complaining. I see a bunch of losers. How come you guys ain't cleaning your own house and getting rid of these never do wells? See, this is the problem, and this is like with the conversation on race. And I always talk about this to white people who are like, "I'm not racist." Then how come you ain't checking your racist friends? Silence. How come you ain't checking these guys who make MGTOW and red pill? I mean, frankly, they make y'all look like a cult. They make y'all look bad. How come you ain't checking those dudes? And I see it in the comments, and I never see another man saying, "Hey, bro, that's wrong. That's wrong information." All I see is agreement and commiseration. I don't see anyone stepping up and saying, "Look, this is what we're going to do." Because most red pill and most MGTOW are losers, are broke, and have no ambition. And that's why they join the red pill club. I got my red pill sign. Woo! I'm not going to marry no one who's not a virgin. I'm not going to have sex with someone who's had sex with more than 3 women, 3 men. If she has sex with more than 3 men, she's a hoe. She can't pair bond. But porn stars are going out, getting married, and having children. That whole pair bonding thing, well, she's had a lot of sex with men. There are women who used to be professional prostitutes who've gotten married, stayed married, and had kids. The reason that a lot of these chicks can't, quote, pair bond with you guys are you have no fucking substance. You are nobody. You ain't doing shit with your life. That's one of the reasons. Women were biologically designed to pick the best man. And you ain't even close to the best man. And that's why you losing. The hood where I live is now 60% Spanish, 30% black, and 10% Arab. Hey man, the world is changing. The world is changing. Once again, these guys don't have the right information. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Engineering life skills. Pair bonding. I mean, this is something they talk about because I'm going to give you the Glendon Cameron theory on why dudes get weirded out when the chicks had a lot of sex and they haven't. She can compare, and that scares a lot of men. Royston, Eric, I watched your video. I mean, because see, once you start telling the truth, people get very, very sensitive. People get very sensitive because, once again, I'm bringing you current information. I'm bringing you information where you can win. And first of all, if you are MGTOW or red pill and you don't have your own business, that's a sign right there. Quinn Jackson, ARC just did a video about MGTOW tenants. To your point, a lot of them have skewed views of women of sexual. Oh, really? I gotta check out Alan. I gotta check out Alan. Because see, once again, once you understand women and you get a lot of women to treat you well, it's hard to have MGTOW and red pill opinions. I can't like. I can't I can't really think of women the way that the red pill and mixed because I like I said, I know there's so many great women out there. And they easy to get to. Erica Williams, these dudes don't have girlfriends, can't get them, ain't trying. And it's super simple to get a girlfriend today. It ain't like it was in the dark ages of 2000. Well, at that point, I didn't have the knowledge that I have. And it's really a knowledge situation because it probably could have been just as easy if I had the knowledge. Killer B, beautiful women can sex all the men they want and still find a husband. Facts. Man, other day I saw a fat chick who was really pretty with 2 kids and she got a husband. Once again, first of all, you got to look at the male population, the uneducated male population. It is very easy for a woman who knows how to make a man feel good about himself to get married. There's a lot of chicks out there because you see, like, I think this dude, he put this video of this fat, she was super fat. I mean, she was, her ankles, she didn't have ankles, she had cankles. And she was kissing this brother and she was shaking her little foot. And it's like, she has a boyfriend. I want you to think about this. You think these black guys who get with these fat white women don't know what people are saying? But being with her is so nice that they like, I'll deal with that. You can't say they don't know. And thank God things have started to shift because, you know, I'm seeing more and more black men with super attractive white women. Dwayne, like I told the other fool, check my resume. I'm rich, dude. I'm rich. I know you don't know nothing about that because you sitting there talking about, I know you're flexing. You telling me that the girls will treat you better than NBA player, NFL player. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I know how to talk to women. And clearly you don't with your jealous ass. Alexis, they want Mother Mary as they woman, but they mama old hoes. Damn! Poor Steph Curry. It's entitlement. Neither virgin or you Muslim. Shit ain't even African guys in America aren't marrying virgins. That's one of the things that just cracks me up. Dwayne Barman, you have not done anything to improve yourself. You speak like a loser. You speak like a loser. And I'm going to tell you why you're a loser. It's the way that you think. Because if you change how you think, you can change your life. Because I've had dudes like you talk all this stuff about me and like, oh, you flexing, you bragging, you got money, you tricking. I got skill sets, motherfucker. I got hard-earned skill sets. Y'all know nothing about that. Injured life skill. You can't tell someone about a place they're never going to. I never had problems out of females after getting on my purpose. Matter of fact, they want you to control too much of their lives. Pretty much. What's up, C Over? Thanks for the $2 super chat. Dwayne, damn it, I ain't afraid of you, motherfucker. You just another little punk ass bitch, red pill, MGTOW motherfucker on the internet trying to be big and bad. I ain't scared of you. Like, don't tempt me. What you gonna do? Cry? You gonna cry? Or you gonna throw up your MGTOW red pill gang signs? What are you gonna do? Tempt you. You speaking like a little bitch. Don't make me do something. What you gonna do? Motherfucker, you ain't even doing your best version of your best life for yourself. There ain't shit you can do to me. Let's see. Somebody did a super chat. Engineer life skills. Thanks for the $2 super chat. And there's another one up in here. Don't tempt me. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Someone did a $20 super chat that I missed. Sorry about that. Chat was moving too fast. Aries, he's going to cry in the car. Pretty much. Don't make me. I know. Don't make me. Ooh. So one of the things is you guys have got to understand that to be MGTOW or red pill, you're going against the grand design. You're going against God's plan. And that's why a lot of you guys who are doing MGTOW and red pill are failing. And that's why a lot of you guys are miserable. I mean, shit, if I hadn't had no pussy in 6, 7, 8 years, I'd probably be miserable too. I'd be salty, all grouchy and irritable. Just going off on people just for GP. Men were designed to be with women. That's normal. This big toe red pill stuff ain't normal. It ain't even close to normal. And that's why it doesn't work. Eric Williams, thanks for the $50 super chat. This is for all the haters that will come to this way later. They would do 5-hour hangers about you. Folks could see the writing on the wall. But you talk about women are fault, not them not working, not building, not being anything. I mean, like right now, women are so cooperative. BGS Igmore talked about this like 2 years ago. It is unreal. Thanks for the $50 super chat. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy. So I'm about to go. So what I'm gonna do for everybody who wants to get on their purpose, go to Hustlers Kung Fu, and I'm gonna